Nathaniel's faith in John 1 seems quite excessive. Jesus says a few things to him, and he goes from complete doubt about Jesus to complete faith, saying, "You are the Son of God and the King of Israel." So I think there's more going on with the story. So if we go to John 1, verse 43, the next day Jesus decided to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, "Follow me." Now Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, "We have found him, of whom Moses and the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Nathanael said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said of him, "Behold an Israelite indeed, in whom there is no guile." Nathanael said to him, "How do you know me?" Jesus answered him, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." Nathanael answered him, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus answered him, "Because I say to you, I saw you under the fig tree, do you believe? You shall see greater things than these." And Jesus said to him, "Truly, truly, I say to you, you will see the heavens opened and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man." Okay, so first off, Nathanael, when Philip tells him about this Jesus of Nazareth figure, he says, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Now, it's a little bit strange, why is there this hate around Nazareth? Like, can anything good come out of it? It's like, can anything good come out of Cleveland? Shout out to Cleveland. Uh, Hopefully, I'm not insulting you too much. But it's like, can anything good come out of this city that, maybe is not that special? Nazareth back in the day was kind of this small town. It was kind of in between Jerusalem. It was in between Galilee. There wasn't much importance there. So Nathanael says, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" When Philip says, "Jesus of Nazareth is the one." So then we have Philip saying, "Come and see." Give him a shot. He's Jesus of Nazareth. He might be the one Moses and the prophets spoke about. So Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said, "Behold an Israelite indeed, in whom there is no guile." And Nathanael's like, "Do you know me?" And then we have this strange phrase. Jesus answered him, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." And then, Nathanael's response should be, "Okay, you saw me under the fig tree. Great job." But then all of a sudden, Nathanael says, "You are the Rabbi, you are the Son of God, you are the King of Israel." This is something completely disproportionate to what Jesus has previously said. But what's happening here is what Nathanael's done is he's picked up on the prophecies in the Old Testament that foretell the coming of the Messiah. So first, something you might not know about Nazareth. Nazareth as a word comes from the Hebrew word netzer, which means branch. So Nazareth would be kind of a riff on branch. It would be like calling it Branch Town. In the Old Testament, branch actually has a very important prophetic significance. In Isaiah 11, we have a prophecy. "A shoot shall come forth from the stump of Jesse, and from his roots a branch will bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord will rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, the Spirit of knowledge and fear of the Lord, and he will delight in the fear of the Lord." So in Isaiah's prophecies, we have a stump being said, the stump of Jesse. Now, who's Jesse? Jesse's the father of David. So the Davidic kingdom was seen as this great dynastic tree, the line of David and of all the kingdoms of the Davidic kingdom. The line of David and the Davidic tree and his descendants. But at this point in Isaiah's prophecies, it is a stump. There is no more great Davidic tree. But Isaiah has a prophecy. "The stump of Jesse, a branch shall come forth." Likewise, another prophecy, this one in Zechariah 3. In Zechariah's prophecies, we have Joshua the high priest going up against Satan. Now, if you remember, Jesus' name is actually Yeshua in Hebrew. Joshua, Jesus are the same name. Jesus is the name in Greek. So we have this vision in Zechariah 3. "Then the Lord showed me Yeshua, Joshua the high priest, standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to accuse him. And the Lord said to Satan, 'The Lord rebuke you, O Satan. The Lord has chosen Jerusalem to rebuke you. Is not this, Yeshua, Jesus, a branch plucked from the fire?'" In verse 8 we hear, "Hear now, O Jesus the high priest, you and your friends who sit before you, for they are men of good omen. Behold, I will bring my servant the branch. For behold, upon a stone with 7 facets, I will engrave its inscription, says the Lord of hosts, and I will remove the guilt of this land in a single day. In that day, says the Lord of hosts, every one of you will invite his neighbor under his vine and under his fig tree. In Micah 4, we also have, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the temple of the God of Jacob. The law will go out from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Everyone will sit under his own vine and under their fig tree. So there's a lot of prophecy swirling around here. First, we have the image of the branch. And as we said earlier, Nazareth, the root of that word comes from netzer, meaning branch. So what's the first thing that Philip says to Nathaniel? We have found Jesus of Nazareth, Jesus from Branchtown. Now, Nathaniel knows about Nazareth and it's kind of a small town, whatever. And he says, can anything good come of Branchtown? And so then when Jesus approaches Nathaniel, he says, behold, an Israelite in whom there is no guile. And Nathaniel says, well, do you know me? Now, an Israelite, why would he point out Nathaniel as an Israelite rather than a Jew? At the time, to call someone an Israelite would be very anachronistic. The Israelites were no longer the people of the land of Israel. Rather, only the Jews really remained. You had the Samaritans and you had the northern people of Galilee. So the messianic hope of the branch, the messianic hope of the one who's going to be the Davidic Messiah, the one who's going to redeem Israel, is that he's going to reunite all of Israel. So Jesus saying, behold, an Israelite in whom there is no guile, is pulling on those prophecies in Nathaniel's mind. Finally, when Nathaniel says, do you know me? Jesus says, behold, before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you. So it must have been in that moment that all of these prophecies that Nathaniel would have known about the branch in Isaiah, about Yeshua, the high priest in Zechariah 3, fighting off against Satan, this idea of the branch. And in Micah 4, also this notion of the branch. The law is going to go forth and all of Israel is going to be redeemed. Everything in an instant clicks. Then we have Nathaniel's amazing response, Rabbi, you are the Son of God, you are the King of Israel. And Jesus says in reply, you believed because I told you you were under the fig tree? Behold, you'll see greater things than this. What I love about this story is it shows the progression that Jesus is taking what Nathaniel already knows, the scriptures, the prophecies of the Old Testament regarding his coming, regarding the messianic hope that Nathaniel had. Nathaniel had his doubts. I mean, Nazareth, what good can come out of Nazareth? But what Jesus does is he shows how these prophecies apply to him. And what Nathaniel does is he's responding in faith each time to these prophecies. Jesus is the righteous branch from the stump of Jesse that is going to lead the new kingdom of heaven, the church. So Nathaniel comes in faith. All these prophecies have converged on him at once, and he says, Rabbi, you are the Son of God, you are the King of Israel. And now Nathaniel is ready to follow Jesus and be one of his apostles. All these prophecies converge on Nathaniel, Isaiah, and Zechariah, and Micah, and he has a moment of faith. Jesus takes these things that Nathaniel is very familiar with and shows that these scriptures point to him. Philip's claim in the beginning that all Moses and the prophets point to Christ, Nathaniel now understands and comes in faith. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, comment below, leave me a like on this video if you would, share it with some friends, and we'll see you in the next one.